So in the last lecture we studied about JavaScript. We saw some basic information regarding JavaScript. So HTML is a static, it creates static web pages, whereas JavaScript creates dynamic web pages, or you can say interactive web pages. Basically the work of JavaScript is to validate the form data. So whatever data we have entered inside form, if it is wrong, then we can create such JavaScript program that helps us to manage real information. So if it is wrong, then it will not submit the form. Then remember, JavaScript is client-side scripting language. So the program of JavaScript gets downloaded in our client computer's memory, and there it validates the form data. So we also saw how to write JavaScript code. If you want to write JavaScript code, then you have to use script and /script tag. So script and /script you can also write inside head part or inside body part of HTML. So all these things we discussed last time. Here the statement var num1. So JavaScript is case sensitive. So capital and small letters are considered as different characters. var is a keyword that is used to create variable. And whatever variable you create, that you have to remember the name. So capital or small letter also considered as different letters here. So if you want to write JavaScript code, then you have to use type is equal to text_JavaScript attribute inside script tag. But only for JavaScript it is not necessary. It is because JavaScript is default scripting language. So we saw two different programs. Here in this program, the red colored line is JavaScript code that is written in between script and /script. You can see document.write. So write is a name of function that is already inside JavaScript, and it is used to print something on screen. Document is an area where we want to print something. So another program we saw that contains three different statements of JavaScript. var username. So here var creates a variable named username. Username is equal to prompt. This line will ask you to input username in a dialog box, and then it just prints hello username, welcome to JavaScript. Now we will see ahead. So now JavaScript using Composer. Composer also provides the facility to write JavaScript code. In Composer, we will create a form having username text box and submit button. As you can see here in the picture, username is written, that is label. In front of username label, a text box is there and a submit button is given. So whenever we open this web page, it will display these three objects on screen. When user clicks on submit without giving username, it should display a proper message in a dialog box for input in text box. So suppose if we directly click on submit, then it will show some message. So such program we need to create. If username is typed, then it allows to submit the form. So this can be done using JavaScript. So we will see one by one how this program can be created. So writing a small script for form validation. So we have to start Composer. First of all, create a form using insert form define form option. So here you can see the picture. From insert menu, form and then you have to select define form option. When you select this option, it will display form properties dialog box as given here. Here we have to enter three different things. So in settings tab, three different options are given. These options are form name, and in form name we have given JS1. This is the internal name of a form, remember. Then action URL js1.html, and then the last one method, and in that we have to select post option. These three are the attributes actually of a form tag. Remember, these three are the attributes. In the last session we have seen this. Now click on advanced edit option. Here we are not to click on OK. Before that, click on advanced edit option. So when you click on advanced edit option, it will display advanced properties dialog box. Here you can see there are three different tabs given. First is HTML attributes, second is inline style, and third is JavaScript events. So the third one is important for us. Now click on JavaScript events tab. When you click on JavaScript, it will display options as shown here. At the bottom you can see in attribute on submit is written, and in value return validate form is written. So in attribute drop down, on submit option is given. This is known as event in JavaScript. Write return validate form in value text box as given here, and then click on OK to close the advanced tab, advanced properties editor dialog box. Same way, click on OK to close form properties dialog box. In Composer, it will show you a blue border for the form you have created. So here you can see in the picture, it shows. Now inside this blue border, we need to create a form input controls. So here inside this border, we will create text box and submit button. Now click inside blue border to place the cursor inside the form and press enter twice. So it will create space. Then select insert form define label option first, because first of all we need to create label, that is username. See, this option will not display any dialog box, but it creates a label. So directly you can write username in the form. Then again select form field option. So in insert menu, click on form field option. From this form field option, we can insert text box or password box, all these controls. So when you select this option, it will display form field dialog box as shown here. A drop down menu is given at the top, you can see, where text option is written. We have to insert a text box, so let it as it is. So if it is not selected, then you can select text option from there. Then in the field name, you have to write username. So write username in the field name text box without giving any space. This is known as the internal name of the text box that we are going to create. So we are going to create a text box, and the name of that text box will be username. Press OK. So this way we can insert text box. Now we need to insert submit button. So again select insert form field option. It will display form field properties dialog box as shown here. So again it will display the same dialog box. From this drop down list, now you have to select submit button option. A submit button is used to submit form data. So select submit button from the drop down menu, and then write submit in the field name text box. In the field name text box, Here you can see submit is written. Same way, write submit in the field value text box. So in the value also we will write submit. The field value is shown as a text on submit button in output. So when you see the output, whatever you have written in field value, it will get displayed on submit button. Press OK to close form field properties dialog box here. Now form is ready. So we have created form, but we need to write JavaScript code when user clicks on submit button. So when user clicks on submit button, what to do, that we have to write using JavaScript code. We have already called a function named validate form. While creating form, you might have seen that we have written return validate form there. So validate form is the name of function. Here you can see in validate form, F we have written in capital. All the other characters are in small. So when user clicks on submit button using on submit event, it just executes validate form. This is our own function that we are going to create. It means when user clicks on submit button, it generates on submit event. So now we will write a small JavaScript code for executing this event. Remember, whenever you click on submit button, it will automatically generate on submit event. And if you have written any code, then before submitting the form, it will execute that code. And that code must be used to check the form validation. So now click on source tab. As you click on source tab, you can see it will display HTML code. We need to write JavaScript function here. A function in JavaScript must be created inside head part. So in this program, we have written JavaScript code in between head section, means head and slash head. So after the title tag, we can add JavaScript code as given here. You can see here, starting from script tag to slash script tag, whatever we have written, that is JavaScript code. JavaScript code is written in between script and slash script. So this is JavaScript code here. You can see while creating a form, already we have given on submit event. So here is it is written on submit is equal to return validate form. It means whenever a person clicks on submit button, it automatically calls validate form. And the program written before the body part, here you can see we have created validate form function. If you want to create a function, then you have to create it using function keyword. So here we have created validate form function. Now types of functions in JavaScript. There are two types of functions in JavaScript: predefined functions and user defined functions. Predefined functions, this is suggestive name. You can see functions which are already created in JavaScript are known as predefined functions. So we don't need to create predefined functions, just we can use the functions. We just execute such predefined functions. The working code of such function has already been defined in JavaScript, so a browser just executes it. For example, if function is there in JavaScript, then we have already seen prompt function to accept something from keyboard. Same way, another function is alert. So all these are predefined functions. We don't need to create, already they are defined, just we have to use it. User defined functions, functions which we create for our own use and then execute it are known as user-defined functions. We can create user-defined functions using function keyword, remember, and then we can execute it. User-defined functions, in short you can say UDF, must be created in head section of HTML, or we can store it in a separate JavaScript file. For example, validate form is a function created by us in the last program, and then we call the function using onSubmit event. For example, onSubmit is equal to user defined function. So as you can see here, if you want to create a user defined function, then you have to write it inside head part. So inside head part we have written script tag, and inside script tab, if you want to create function, user defined function, then you have to start with the function keyword. So function validate form. Validate form is the name of our own user defined function. Because it is function, so we have to use round bracket at the end. Remember, the name of the function, user defined function, is case sensitive. So here you can see F we have given in capital, all the other characters are in small letters. So after the creation of function, means writing function name, we have to give curly bracket. Inside curly bracket we can write the function code, and at the end we have to complete curly bracket, then /script /head. So this way, inside head part, inside script tag, we can create a JavaScript function using function keyword. So that is user defined function. Function keyword is used to create a function. Function code can be written inside curly brackets. Remember, this can be asked in exam. A function in JavaScript must be created in head part of HTML. A function can be called by using JavaScript event. So suppose this is form tag. Inside form tag we can give onSubmit event. So onSubmit is equal to return validate form. Here the statement return is given. It means this function, while executing, it will return something. So remember, this is known as JavaScript event. We have to see events now, and this part is known as user defined function. This validate form is the name of user defined function. Either you can say this as function call, or you can say event handler. So whatever event we have given onSubmit, to handle that event, the code validate form is written, and that is why it is known as event handler also. Remember, JavaScript is useful in creating interactive web pages which responds to the actions performed by the user. The interaction between the user and the web page causes the browser to generate event. So either using mouse or keyword, the user either clicks on particular part or press any key from the keyboard. So whenever user does something, an event takes place. There are several events in JavaScript that can be used to handle web page interactivity. For example, onSubmit, onClick,